The apply function can be used to run a function on an entire series. Through the apply function, numpy, anonymous, and custom functions can be run on each element within the series. To use the apply function, we will import the pandas library as pd and numpy as np. Next, we will create a series that represents temperature values in Fahrenheit for 3 different cities called temps using pd.series. Within the series function, we will add the values 95.5, 72.1, and 105.2 within a list. Next, we will add the index keyword with the values Dallas, Chicago, and Miami. Next, we will print the result when the apply function is called on the temp series. Within the apply function, we can use a numpy function, such as the np.floor function, to round each of the element's values down to the nearest integer. The apply function can also run an anonymous function on each element within the series. To do this, we will add a lambda function with the argument called temp. The operation we will perform on this argument will transform the value from Fahrenheit to Celsius. First, we will subtract 32 from the temp argument, and then we will multiply the result by 5 and divide this by 9. When the result is printed to the console, we see that each of the values in the series has been transformed from Fahrenheit to Celsius. We can also transform this anonymous function into a custom-defined function. Above the temp series, we will define a new function called Fair2Cell that we will use to transform the values from Fahrenheit to Celsius. The function will take a single argument temp, and within the function, we will return the value when it has been modified to a Celsius value. Within the apply function, we will add the name Fair2Cell as the first argument, and when the result is printed, we see the values have been modified from Fahrenheit to Celsius. The apply function can also be used with custom functions that use the args or quargs arguments in their definition. We will define a new function called AverageTemps, which will take the arguments x and args and return the average temperature. Within the function, we will loop through the values within args and add each value to the argument x after transforming the value to an integer. This will give us a total of all the arguments passed to the function, including the argument x, which is the value from a single element in the series. Lastly, we will return the value of x divided by the number of arguments passed to the function, which is represented by the length of args plus 1. Within the apply function, we will add the name of our function as the first argument, and then specify the additional arguments to pass to the function using the args keyword. We will add the values 87, 100, and 93. Now when the result is printed to the console, we see each element in the series is now an average value, resulting from the original value in the series and the arguments we passed into our custom function. Lastly, the apply function can be used with functions with the quargs argument. We will modify our existing average function to take the quargs argument, iterate through this quargs argument, and then use the value variable in each iteration as an index for the quargs array. Lastly, we will change the return value to find the length of the quargs argument list. Now in the apply function, we can add named arguments following the name of our function. We will add the names of additional months and their temperature values to average with the element from the series. We will add the arguments June, July, and August with the values 87, 100, and 93. Now when the result is printed to the console, we see that the average calculation resulting from the value from the series element and the keyword arguments is returned. For more Python tutorials, like, share, and subscribe to the PyPros channel.